Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Science with Mama J. Today we're doing activity number 7. We're identifying solids. So here I have a series of solids that we're going to be looking at and identifying. Okay, let's go ahead and have all of those in view. So we're going to be conducting some tests. We're going to be conducting an electrical conductivity test, a density relative to water test, a density relative to ethanol test, and a reaction with copper chloride test. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our conductivity test. And to make sure that we know our system is working, we can go ahead and close the circuit. And as you can see, our light bulb turned on, so our system is definitely working. So we'll go ahead and take the first substance and we'll connect it there, and as you can see, I'll do it again, the light bulb turned on. So the first long metallic cylinder is electrically conductive. Let's go ahead and take a look at the short metallic cylinder, the darker cylinder. And I don't know if you can see it there. There you go. That is also electrically conductive. Okay. So we'll take the red piece here. And this is not electrically conductive. And last but not least, this black piece is also not electrically conductive. Okay, so moving on to our next test, we are looking at density relative to water. So we're going to take our water and we're going to put 5 milliliters of water in a graduated cylinder. Okay, we've got 5 milliliters of water there. And I'm going to start with the small black piece this time. Okay, a little hard to grab, especially that one. So this piece okay, so I'm pushing it down just to see what happens. You can actually cap it and shake it, and nothing is happening there. It is still continuing to float. So relative to water, this black piece is less dense. Okay, and then looking at this red piece relative to water, it is also less dense. It is also floating. Okay. These are hard to get out. Okay. Looking at the metallic piece, the short metallic piece, this piece is more dense than water. It sank right to the bottom, no shaking needed. And let me top us off to get us back to 5 milliliters. Looking at the longer metallic cylinder, it is also more dense. It sank right to the bottom. So go ahead and dry that off and put that in here. Okay, so the next test that we're going to conduct is ethanol. And we're also going to add 5 milliliters of ethanol. And there we have it. You use a dry vial. With the 5 milliliters of ethanol, we'll start with the large one. Okay, relative to ethanol, it is, again, still more dense. We spill a little bit of ethanol here, so we'll have to top off a little bit. Go ahead and dry that off. There we go. Get our vial back. All right. Next substance. We'll go ahead and slide that in. And it is also more dense than ethanol. Go ahead and top off that ethanol. Don't need much but a few drops. And then the third piece is the red cylindrical piece. That piece, although it was less dense than water, it is more dense than the ethanol. It sank right to the bottom. So we'll go ahead and pour in the ethanol. Dry that off. And then the last piece is the black piece. And it sank right to the bottom. It too is more dense than the ethanol. We'll go ahead and dry that off. I'm noticing there's a drop of water in here. Want to get rid of that. We don't want it compromising the next test. All right, so now the very last test that we need to conduct is copper chloride. Now, the thing to know about copper chloride is it cannot go in the water supply. So we're not going to use a whole lot of copper chloride. What we're going to do is put a drop on each and observe the reaction. So a drop on this, and this. Okay, so I am immediately seeing a reaction, and a pretty violent reaction, on this first metal piece here. The second metal piece, I'm not seeing a whole lot happening. I'll put another drop here. On this, what appears to be plastic is just kind of rolling right off. Nothing is happening. And the same with the fourth one. So there is a pretty violent reaction with the first one. With the second one, I don't really see much of anything. and nothing with the third or fourth. So this looks like it might be having a slight or mild. This one is pretty intense. So that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the lab. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message in the comment section. And otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in class, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.